Hey everybody, welcome to Crack Pack Tuesday number 85 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always. We've got ourselves another pack of Kaladesh. We have only, I believe, 4 more packs after this one before we're going to be in Aether Revolt set review. And we already have a bunch of spoilers out, so I've been getting busy making some notes on those. But we're going to crack open this pack of Kaladesh and see what's in it and what we would take pack one, pick one if this was a draft. Up first, we have ourselves a Fragmentize. Fragmentize is a single white mana for a sorcery. Destroy a target artifact or enchantment with converted mana cost 4 or less. I stand by my original rating of this card, which is that it is a pure sideboard card. I do not main deck this. I main deck this if I didn't have a 23rd card to play, or maybe in Sealed I main deck it. But I leave it in the sideboard in most drafts, and I certainly never first pick it. Up next, we have an even worse Fragmentize, a Demolish. 3 in a red for a sorcery, destroy target artifact or land. Don't play this. There are better ways of blowing up artifacts, and there's no reason to blow up a land. So, Demolish, absolutely never a first pick, and never really ever playable either. Up next, we have Prakata Club Security. 3 in a black for a 3/4. That's it. Nothing else. If you need a creature, here it is, and hopefully you're not this desperate for a creature. Playable if you have to. Never first pickable. Up next, we have Wily Bandar, Bundar. Somebody corrected me. It's Wily Bundar, technically. Wily Bundar is a single green mana for a creature, Cat Monkey. 1/1, pay 2 and a green, and it gains indestructible until end of turn. Another terrible card. This is what I've talked about in the past few weeks. There are just terrible, terrible packs of Kaladesh where the cards are garbage, and they very rapidly get worse. And cards like Demolish and Fragmentize and Prakata Club Security and Wily Bundar are why. Don't play this. Don't first pick it. Don't play it, please. Up next, we have one of these cards that are kind of the hallmarks of Kaladesh. The cards that I really don't like first picking, but there are some packs where you just don't really have a choice. Chandra's Pyrohelix, 1 in a red for an instant, deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 target creatures and or players. I frequently forget that this can do 2 damage to 1 target. So this does kill a number of things, and if you're lucky, you can even kill off a Propeller Pioneer and its servo, or a Malphus Squad and their servo, or get some real good value out of it. I would first pick it, just because that's the way this format shakes out with the pack distribution, but hopefully we see something better. Up next is a Cogworker's Puzzle Knot, 2 generic mana for an artifact. When Cogworker's Puzzle Knot enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 colorless servo, pay 1 and a white, you get another, and sacrifice the Puzzle Knot, of course, you get another servo. This is probably the Puzzle Knot that I've played the most of. It can do some decent enough things if you have a Chief of the Foundry or a Servo Lord, I can't remember its name offhand, Master Trinketeer possibly, something like that, or Reckless Fireweavers or something, but in general, you don't want to play this, but it's there for the decks that can actually take advantage of it. Up next is Renegade Freighter, currently the clear first pick, and probably the first pick if our rare is not good. 3 generic mana for an artifact vehicle, 4/3. When it attacks, it gains +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. Crew of 2. Renegade Freighter is disgusting. It's one of the key things in the format where if you stumble and this gets in for like even 1 attack, you're just way behind. Renegade Freighter is just super, super, super good, and almost every deck will be very happy playing one of them. Renegade Freighter is a definite first pick quality card. Up next is Rush of Vitality. Rush of Vitality is 1 in a black for an instant. Target creature gains +1/+0 and gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. Fine enough combat trick. If you've got a spot for it, give it a go. If you don't, don't. That's kind of my go-to evaluation of almost all combat tricks. Never a first pickable card, though. Our final common, which means that we actually have a foil, maybe we finally have a masterpiece in here, is Weldfast Monitor, 3 generic mana for Artifact Creature Lizard. It's a 3/2, pay a red, gains menace until end of turn. I like Weldfast Monitor in the red decks. It is a 3/2 for 3 that can attack in a little bit easier than it normally otherwise could. So it's a fine enough card. It's filler, though. You're never going to first pick it. Our first uncommon is Cloudblazer. Very good card. 3 white-blue for a creature human scout. It's a 2/2. It's got flying. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life, and you draw 2 cards. Pair this with any of the bounce that's in white, and oh boy, you're going to get a bunch of value off this card. Cloudblazer, I almost said Cloud Drifter, I maybe even said Cloud Drifter when I introduced the card. Whatever. Very good card. It's first pickable. It is dual color, which is a little bit rough to do, and I don't think I'd take it over the Renegade Freighter. We'll see in a few picks, though. But it's definitely in the running for first pickable. Next up, we have Armorcraft Judge. Armorcraft Judge is 3 green for a creature Elf Artificer 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. This, if this nets you 1 card, it's fine. It's totally fine if it nets you 1 card. It's in fact arguably a good card if it nets you 1 card. If you get 2 or more, then this thing is just super, super, super good. I would probably first pick this. However, I don't think it compares to Cloud Blazer or Renegade Freighter, so I'm not going to keep it in frame. But I think first picking this and going in a green-black or a green-white Fabricate Counters deck would be a very good thing to do. So Armorcraft Judge, unfortunately not going to stay in this picture, but in some packs it could be there. Our final uncommon is a Janjeet Sentry, 2 and a blue for a creature Vidalcan Soldier. It's a 2/3. You get 2 energy when it comes into play, and you can tap it and pay 2 energy to tap or untap target artifact or creature. I was down on this in the set review, and I think I am still somewhat down on it. However, if you are in a big energy deck, you're going to have way more energy than you can ever use. Then Janjeet Sentry gets better. In a generic blue deck, in a blue deck that has some energy production, Janjeet Sentry does go down a bit. It's still playable, but not first pickable to me. And even if you see this pack one, pick one, I still don't think I would usually first pick it unless the pack was somewhat bad. Our rare is a Cultivator of Blades, 3 green for a creature Elf Artificer. It's a 1/1. It's got Fabricate 2, and whenever it attacks, you may have other attacking creatures get +X until a turn, where X is Cultivator of Blades power. Fun card. You obviously want to put the counters on it so that then you're giving everything +3/+3 and essentially overrun, although no trample is a bit of a problem. But yeah, Cultivator of Blades is a very good card. I'll keep it in the frame. I think it has significant competition from Cloud Blazer and Renegade Freighter, but I will keep it in the frame. Now, as I said, we had 9 commons, which means we have a foil, and it is just a Welding Sparks, which is not bad. Welding Sparks is fantastic, and in fact, very first pickable. I'll even kick the Pyrohelix out of here and keep the Welding Sparks in there. Welding Sparks, of course, is 2 and a red for an instant, deals X damage to target creature, where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control. Very good card. I've first picked it before. I will first pick it again. Yeah. This is an okay pack. It got saved by about the time we saw that Renegade Freighter. The rest of the cards in the pack aren't that great, but this is kind of a decent pack for Kaladesh. I think I don't even know. I was gonna try to pull some cards out of here. I think the safest pick is Renegade Freighter. You're gonna play it regardless of what happens for the rest of the draft, almost always. Whereas you might not play any of the other 3 cards. So I do think Renegade Freighter is the safest pick. If you can push and you really want to force a powerful archetype, then in that case, I think Cloud Blazer is the way to go. Cultivator and Welding Sparks, both very good, but I think ultimately the decision lies between these two, being safe with Renegade Freighter or being greedy and potentially very powerful with Cloud Blazer. I think in a go-to draft where I'm really trying to win, I think I probably go the safe route and take the Renegade Freighter, but I honestly don't know. I could see myself just as equally taking the Cloud Blazer. Let me know what you would have taken in the comments down below, and in the poll in the top right-hand corner, would you have taken the Cloud Blazer, the Renegade Freighter, the Cultivator of Blades, the Foil Welding Sparks, or something else? Let me know. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at @TheManaLeek. That's Leek, like the vegetable, not the card. You can also find me at Facebook.com/TheManaLeek, Twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, and Patreon.com/TheManaLeek. You've found me here on YouTube. You've got that comment section down below. Make use of it. Click that thumbs up icon if you like the content. Click subscribe if you want to know when more goes up. And if you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.